Good morning. I am being called on a journey of rediscovery in the deepest sense. If you've read my book, Was Born in Africa, The Untold Story of Elysium and the Lion Kingdom, you will know that since 2008, I really had to take leaps of faith. I was called to go into this journey of rediscovery and then to reactivate the crystal pyramids and also the crystalline pyramid grids. And I had to take leaps of faith as I brought in the temples of a white flame again, and to work with the white flame and to reopen up the spinal column of the earth. It's been a massive and intense journey of faith. And through that, my ability to do soul readings has come to the fore again. And since then, I have helped thousands of souls from all over the planet to reconnect to their souls on the deepest level. And then in 2016, I was actually called to France to do massive energy, the work there. I was continuing the work that I'm already doing in Africa, and with that, I was actually reconnecting the whole of the opening up of that which was once Elysium, and then the Lion Kingdom, and then Avalon in France. Now, Avalon was a much higher civilization. It was also in the seventh dimensional state before Lemuria and Mu even rose. And then only after Mu and Lemuria, Atlantis rose. So I am now being called in a very deepest sense now to continue the work in Greece, especially in Delphi, and then also in Egypt. Now before this, I've always done this work on my own. I have done massive work, I've done intense work, and I was always called to take leaps of faith in order to do this. And this journey to Greece and Egypt this year in October and November are very much leaps of faith, as it's gigantic work that needs to be done. My higher guidance, though, has asked me to go and put the word out there so that the souls that have always worked with me through all the lifetimes, and you will know who you are called to be with me because I promised at that stage when we were working together that they would come and continue the work and they would do it with me. They know who they are. I don't need to have identified you. You know in the deepest core of your knowing who you are. This is not a tour in a tour sense where you can go to any commercial outlet and go and book a tour of Greece and a tour of Egypt. It's not that type of tour. This is a tour of a soul. It's where we work with the fires of illumination from the seventh central sun. And the portal to Sirius has opened in 2018 to a massive degree, as the fires of illumination are now returned. When I was in France, I was opening up the immensity of this energy in the Pyrenees. Now we're going to Delphi and we're continuing the work that I started in France. It's no accident that the Oracle of Delphi was where it was, but it's so often been misunderstood. It has not been understood in the terms of that which is actually physics to the higher degree, quantum physics. But now I'm not going to get too technical because this is a journey of the heart and it's a journey of the soul. But it's also the journey of reawakening of the keys and codes within you to the highest degree. As we now move more and more into the fifth dimensional state, we need that frequency band to be opened again because it was shut down. And what is being shut down is a lot to do with the consciousness itself. It's with a growing resurgent of that consciousness, which is now growing and growing and growing to a higher degree. We're becoming higher frequency vibrational beings. So this journey is to help humankind to reawakening to the deepest core of the remembering of themselves. It is highest service work. If you're not called for highest service work, then this tour is not for you. If you truly feel yourself called to work with me, you will be there. And you need not fear about how you're going to get there. You just need to put the intent out, and then the rest will do. And you've got to put action steps in motion. Because if you just procrastinate and just don't do anything, nothing is going to manifest in life. It's like with me. I cannot just say, okay, I'm called there, but I don't do anything. I'll sit back and hope that it happens. That's not the way it is. If you don't take that leap of faith and you take action steps towards it, nothing's going to manifest in your life. This is such important work that I cannot even stress it enough. But you will know that in your soul. I don't need to tell you that. You will remember because you were there. I have always been told there will be 12 women there who will help me with this. And whether you're one of those 12, I don't know. I'm just putting the word out there because your soul will remember. That is not to say that men are not called. Of course they were. There were always equal number of high priests as there were high priestesses. It's just that the history books have written them out of equation. And that which has been recorded by men and not by women. We've forgotten. It doesn't mean it's not there. There's something beautiful emerging here. It's a rebirth of humanity, and it's a rebirth of planet Earth, but it's also our own rebirth to the highest degree. We're working with the forces of alchemy, where we be transmuted and reformed and reinvented into a higher version of ourselves. That is a beautiful calling. A higher calling than that you cannot have at soul level, because it's not just for you, it's for the rest of humanity, and even the galactic core. Because we're all galactic beings who are here on planet Earth. And the fires of illumination is that which ignites from deep within, that which opens the heart and opens the higher mind and brings them into equation so that this can be used in higher service to humankind. An extraordinary journey, yes, but it's also a journey of a deepest reconnection to your own soul and its highest sufficient and purpose. It is a reactivation of the keys and codes within your soul that need to be reactivated. Greece itself is a journey into the remembering, but also the full activation of what we need to activate during the retreat at Delphi. That will be work. It won't just be a retreat, but it will be going very deeply in your own soul. And that is why when I do my seminars, I do them at the beginning, so that I can lift your frequency and vibrations to that degree where you can do this work with me. Otherwise, you won't be able to do it. That's why the seminars are so important. It's a preparation so that you can be tuned in to do the work. I am not the one that's doing it. It is who's working through me. The fires of illumination are working through me and the divine. I'm just an instrument. And I do this work with all humbleness because it's not about me. It's about what is being brought back to humanity and what is being reactivated. And then the journey continues after Greece to Egypt. You can choose to continue the journey or you can choose to start the journey in Egypt. Again, it starts with seminars. They're completely different from the ones in Greece, but they will also help you to tune you into the frequencies and vibration of that which used to be in Egypt. Actually, Greece and Egypt used to be one because there was no Mediterranean Sea at that stage. That came only afterwards. And my whole seminars brings you the true history of what happened before. We go back to the Hawaiian kingdom. And we go back to what happened and the true story of Osiris and Isis and not just the mythology of it. And then we go into the deepest awakening of that which is the mystery itself. The mystery of creation, but also the mystery of the mysteries of the mysteries. And that is an even deeper awakening of the soul. It is that soul awakening not only of you, but also the soul of the earth and the soul of the cosmos. It is a deep journey into that frequency band which has been lost to planet Earth. You know, there's a lot of temples in Egypt where the remains are, and everybody is spinning stories about them. But what they don't understand is that those temples are still there, but they're there in the etheric at a very high frequency band, which we cannot tune in at the moment. My seminars will start tuning you in to that which you can then access with me. And that will be an amazing journey in itself. There is so much there that has never been recorded and never been given back to mankind because it was sealed off. We're starting to break those seals now, and we're going back into the truth. The beauty of all of this is that it will bring transformation to you at a very high level as we work with the fires of illumination of a seventh central sun, which goes through Sirius. Sirius is directly linked to the Giza Pyramids. Now, interestingly enough, we are going to spend 2 hours in the Giza Pyramids, where I will do a ceremony with you, which will be absolutely soul and life-changing. And that comes at the end of the Egypt tour, and that is on purpose. Because we first have to follow the gateways of the seventh sun before we can access that which we need to access in Giza. And then we'll have 2 hours in the Sphinx. And the Sphinx is not just a Sphinx. I will tell you what is there in truth. Now, I'm speaking to your soul today. You know, every journey, it doesn't matter who or where you're going, takes a leap of faith. This is not a tour. If you want to go on an ordinary tour of Egypt and Greece, then go. I'm not offering that. I'm offering you a journey of a soul. It's a hero's journey. It is a journey where you have the guts to go into your own soul and your own deepest remembrance. It's a journey of transmutation. It's a journey of alchemy to the highest degree. Alchemy is a transmutation process. It's a rebirth into your higher soul self. As we activate the fires of illumination, it's a process of being illumined from deep inside yourself. The fires of illumination work with the fires of purity. It means that all that which is not authentic and truth is burnt away. But it's also the journey of the heart opening. The heart not only of self, but the heart of humanity. And bringing in the most amazing, incredible love into being through this journey. Well, there is only love. It's the greatest power there is. And the whole of the omniverse rests on the power of love. And the power of love connects with the power of a higher mind. And that is the highest state of illumination. This is a journey into that reopening up of the fires of illumination of a seventh central sun and the return of a white flame which was taken away at the time of Atlantis and now being returned to humankind. It's the highest of all flames, the highest of all fires. If you feel yourself called to be with me on these tours of Greece and Egypt, starting on the 21st of October in Athens, and then going on to Egypt on the 9th of November, you'll find the details here, underneath this video. I thank you for listening. And even as you were listening to this, keys and codes of awakening were awakening in your own soul. My soul readings do the same. They awaken your soul. And this is actually a huge awakening now. As we step in the next 3 years, this is going to intensify. As we step ever deeper into the 5D. I thank you so much for listening to me. May you be blessed to the deepest core of your heart and soul and being. And may your deepest rememberings remember. And if you're called to be there, you will know. It's your time to take a leap of faith. And remember that with every leap of faith, action steps are required. I thank you and bless you. And may you be filled with so much love. And may you be blessed whether you feel yourself called or not. It does not matter. What matters is that you are open to be illumined. That is all that's required. And that you are open, your heart and soul, to ever greater levels of love and being loved. All are called, but few are chosen. And some are chosen because they've done this work for many lifetimes. And you know who you are. Be blessed.